When I think about Patina del Altiplano, Patina of the Highlands, what stays with me most is light. This is an exhibition of paintings by Guatemalan artist Alfredo García, known as Maestro García. It was named one of Glass Tire's top 5 shows to see in Texas during its first week, and I think it's because his work does something rare. It slows you down. Alfredo García has been painting for more than 4 decades. He is old school, oil painter, one medium. The place he knows, Quetzaltenango, in the Guatemalan Highlands, is his inspiration for this series. His work is minimalistic and modern. When I see his paintings, my heart rate slows down. That's the only way I know how to say it. He's inspired by the patina on whitewashed walls, the surfaces of constructions in those places, how they hold light, how they change through the day. For this show, we asked him to work small, miniatures, because we wanted people to come close, and he arrived with something new. Amanecer y atardecer, sunrise and sunset. You can see the mountains, you can feel the highlands, you can feel the light shifting from one time of day to another. It's a place he knows, and that comes through in every single painting. The installation was something we thought about carefully. Our Isabella Court building dates from 1929, old plaster walls, and that already felt right for this work. We didn't want a typical alignment. We wanted the paintings to have rhythm, to breathe, to dance on the wall. On one wall, we joined paintings by the horizon line, even in different sizes, an 8 by 8, a 12 by 12. When you align them by the horizon, the mountains connect, and you start to see the color shift. A lilac, then a blue, a whole day moving across one wall. In this room, we also incorporated the work of Maria Rusinek. She is one of 6 Houston artists invited to participate in Holding Light, our project gallery exhibition, and her work lives here in this room with Maestro Garcia. Maria is a ceramicist who works with extraordinary precision, but she also knows how to let go. With alternate firings, you set the intention and you let the fire do the work. What draws me to these specific pieces is that they hold extraordinary light without any gloss, no shine, just this warm organic surface. The spheres brought a question into the space. Where is the moon at different times of day? Where is the sun? Creating a dialogue between 2-dimensional and 3-dimensional work is always important to us, and Maria's work was the perfect place to begin that conversation. Working with Maestro Garcia, visiting him, spending time with his paintings, talking about light and place, it made me think of Houston artists who work with the same quality of attention. Artists who know their medium deeply, who know their place, and who pay attention to light the way he does. That's how Holding Light came to be. It's an exhibition of Houston-based artists, painters, and ceramicists, each one working differently but all connected by the same thread. Ken Mazzu works in watercolor on paper. In some of these paintings, he works with only 3 colors, and what he does with that restraint is remarkable. He is inspired by the Texas Gulf Coast, Galveston Bay, the coastal prairies, places he has been painting for decades. His work was recently shown at the Museum of Fine Arts, Houston. He knows where the light is, and that comes through in every piece, precise and soothing. Leonard started painting plein air. Over time, her work became more abstract, but to me they are always landscapes. You can see them from any vantage point. What draws me to her work is how she handles color. Each painting has its own extraordinary palette, and she moves through all of it with complete control. There is a slow movement in her surfaces, soothing, never restless, and the light is always there. And then we have the work of Margaret O'Brien Nelson. She is a master of her medium and of light. Her paintings of water have been shown at the Museum of Fine Arts, Houston, and her relationship with water goes back her entire life. Water can be many things. It can be powerful, unpredictable, even dangerous. But what she's showing here is the other side of that, the calm, the peacefulness, that feeling when you are in the water and the world changes around you. Jonas Criscoe is an interdisciplinary artist with an MFA from the Rhode Island School of Design, whose work has been shown nationally. He works with found objects, things collected from the surfaces and streets of the city. He brings all of these small found things together on a small panel that comes right off the wall. It's almost a 3-dimensional object itself. The piece is called Sunset, and to me it reads as a complete urban landscape. Everything he found made into one thing, a place compressed. Ellen Doss is a painter and a ceramicist, and what she does with her vessels is treat them like canvases. She is not afraid to experiment with glazes, to mix colors, to play, and she gets wonderful results because she's completely open to the process. Each vessel is like an extract of a moment in light and in nature. They are happy pieces, and that comes from her. These are two exhibitions that belong together, one looking at a place far away, one looking at the place we are in, both asking the same question: what happens when you really pay attention to light? As always, this work takes time, and it is best experienced in person.